Have you ever felt like you've given away your power to choose? Hi, I'm Penny Wilson, and I would like to share with you today my journey of discovering my own power. Yesterday, I was listening to a class, and the instructor was talking about what you know in reference to the Z model that I've been teaching in this series of videos. On one side of the model is a closed mindset in what I have referred to as the scarcity mindset. So that could also be compared to a closed mindset. And the instructor was talking about a rock is a rock. And if it's a rock, then you know it's a rock and you don't need to question if it's a rock anymore, right? So if we were to say that we've stopped asking questions about that rock, then it is what it is, right? Versus on the other side, in an open mindset or an abundant mindset, as I've compared it before, we have the mindset where I'm still learning, I'm still asking questions, I'm still finding out and discovering what that rock could be. So asking questions of how else could I see this rock, or other questions around the rock would help us to learn more about the rock. Of course, we're not talking about rocks here. Today, I would like to consider the idea of self-confidence and self-esteem. This morning, I was reading an article from my mentor, Grace Smith, and she was talking about confidence and the mindset around how confidence is developed. And one of the things that she said that hit me strongly was that a negative mindset about who you are is much more easily absorbed than the positive mindset around who you believe you are. I know that for myself, I felt this when I was really young. I was the youngest of 6 kids, and I felt like everybody knew more than I did. And having experienced a lot of bullying, I took that in quite readily to believe that I wasn't worth loving. And I also thought that everybody else knew better than I did. So what happened for me was I developed an inferiority mindset. And I used the Z model this morning to map my thoughts around the process. So looking at this picture, you can see on the left side that what I believed was I lacked knowledge and that others were smarter than me and that I was inferior and that everybody else knew better for me than what I knew for myself. And what that caused for me was over time, I gave away my power. I remember one situation in particular, actually the first time that I got married. My fiance and I were talking to an authority figure in our lives, and he said something to the effect of, I think you should get married. And instead of me questioning, should I get married? Or is this the right decision? I just automatically assumed and took that belief into my mindset and said, okay, I should get married. So I didn't question the outside perspective because I had an internal inferiority complex or a belief that everyone else knew better than I knew for myself. The truth is really that what happened was because I didn't believe in my own authority, I actually gave away my power to choose to other people.